not going to call names, but I remember a dude hosting. He used to host pretty regularly in Canada, hosted a show, and there was a girl and her man in the front row. And basically, he was kind of flirting with her, but it's classic host shit.
Gotcha.
And he brings up the next comic. And the green room and the bathroom were not far from each other upstairs. Mm-hmm. This girl goes upstairs to the bathroom, sees the host.
The girl that was sitting down?
Sitting down with her man.
Yeah.
He fucks her.
Whoa.
Remember, this is a 7-minute set now.
Whoa. Okay.
Fucks her. In the time frame of 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Finishes.
Yeah.
In time to go down
and
pull dude off stage.
What?
And this girl goes and sits right back down.
What?
With her man like she didn't do anything.
What? That's some epic
That's
shit.
when I knew I was in the right business, bro.
Damn.
I can't believe what I just saw.
Wow. That's a lot of pressure.
That
is a lot of pressure. Because to be in it, but you got to finish, it's like, come on, man.
You know how trifling that is, though? I like, first of all, from his perspective, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
From a dude's perspective, just thinking about women.
Yeah, that's trifling. That's scary.
Because this dude didn't even know.
Damn.
And he just hosted the show.
Damn.
He didn't blow up her spot. He
left them the hell alone.
And he didn't give any indication. Like if you were there, you saw it, but he didn't give any indication of what happened. And she just sat beside him like it was nothing.
She could be somewhere telling the same story from her perspective right now. So I went to comedy show.
Yeah, so that's why when if I get screwed over by bookers or promoters, I'm like, yo, there's real life happening in the streets.
Right.
So
that's wild. That was in Canada? They get down like that in Canada?
I like how you guys always say that.
I don't know, because we don't know. It's a big deal to over there. We always wonder how is Canada, because we always hear we're similar in ways, but not so much in others.
How far do you think Canada is?
It's right up the street.
It's attached to you guys.
Yeah?
Yeah, they do get down like that in Canada. Unfortunately, trifling's everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's also north of the border, too.
So was it a culture shock when you came here, or did you just kind of like, hey, it's damn near the same shit?
I wasn't a culture shock because I knew being in this game that if I'm going to get anywhere in this business, I had to come here, sadly.
At what point in your career did you decide to come to?
I've always known because I know how low the ceiling is in Canada. See, in Canada, I don't want to say the gatekeepers, the powers that be in Canada, the people that are in position to put you on certain platforms, they really control the narrative of what audiences should see.
Gotcha.
On television, at shows, they dictate that.
Right.
So Black people in Canada, unfortunately, don't get the shine they should. No matter how talented they are, no matter how funny they are, they don't get that shine.
Damn.
They just don't. And the ceiling is super low.
Wow.
So we've always known that in order, depending on what your goals are.
Right.
If you're doing comedy as a hobby, you're just doing it to pass time. Or if you're comfortable saying, you know what, I just want to get in this business to make $250,000 a year. I just want a television show in Canada, whatever. Then you could stay there, and if you could conform to how they do comedy, that could happen for you. But if you're trying to be a name in this business, or you're trying to really make a living, you're not going to do that in Canada.
Gotcha.
Because there's no television shows for us.
Gotcha.
There's no, there's only one urban show.
Yeah, there was a BET Canada?
No, there was one. First of all, the BET in Canada doesn't even show the real BET.
What? What were y'all watching?
When The Wire was on here,
yeah,
we weren't watching The Wire. We were watching, reruns of videos.
Damn.
We don't get the same programming. But there's one all-Black comedy show in Canada.
Okay.
It's called The Nubian Disciples of Pryor.
The Nubian Disciples of that's a lot of shit.
Yeah. we call it the Nubian Show.
Okay.
And it was started by a dude named Kenny Robinson. That's our Fat Tuesdays.
Gotcha.
That's our Chocolate Sundays.
Gotcha.
That's the only platform in all of Canada.
Wow.
That show's been sold out for over 20 years.
Wow.
Why
is it always like that though? The Black shows that sell out and do the best. just kind of stay
Because
there.
people like seasoning on their food.
Yeah. All the time.
People like
Anywhere.
seasoning on their food.
Right.
They don't like eating the same bland shit.
Right.
You know,
right.
sometimes a little flavoring is good.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you should put sugar in your Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Tastes
Just
better.
saying.
Tastes
But and it baffles me because I was watching the documentary of Fat Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm sure we'll see a Chocolate Sundays
Yeah.
documentary soon.
Oh, yeah.
But it all reverts to the same thing. How mainstream clubs didn't believe that black people or black comics
Right.
were a fit for their room.
Right.
But then it turns out that, okay, black people get tired of sitting there waiting their turn. They go over here, start something that becomes iconic,
Right.
Everybody was at Fat Tuesdays, apparently. It turned into a movie. Celebrities would fly in for this.
Right.
This was the show, or at the Comedy Act Theater, right? And then then Fat Tuesdays came to the Comedy Store.
Yep.
But the story is always the same.
Yep.
And it's funny because I was watching, I'm like, yo, this is Canada in a nutshell.
Wow.
It's always the same. They don't think we're good enough to be on a mainstream set.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because a lot of times the comedians that kill at those shows won't be there some of the other nights of the week. And I'm just kind of like, how does that happen?
They think, you know, maybe ethnicity is too much.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. You can't dictate to people what's funny.
Yeah.
Because I don't laugh at what you laugh at.
Yeah.
And what you don't laugh at what I laugh at.
Yeah.
Comedy is subjective. We all find different things humorous. So to say that, you know what, I don't think these types of people or these types of jokes work in my club is ridiculous.
Right.
But every one of those documentaries, the narrative is the same.
Right.
You don't think black people are funny or not funny. You don't think they're good enough for your room. But then their night, when you give them a night,
kills.
Their night becomes the most iconic night in your room.
Right.
Everybody wants to be a part of that night.
Right. It's all politics and stuff, man. So for the people that don't know, I mean, you know, I came to Vegas. You were one of the first people that I kind of clicked up with and became instantly cool with. You know, I thought you were down to earth. Oh, this brother's just real. You know, I've been vulnerable with you and just kind of talked to you about shit and, you know, vice versa. But, you know, for the people that don't know, you know, you've toured all over, bro. You've toured all over the world. You've been doing comedy how long now?
15 years.
I mean, the credits just kind of continue to fall. We ain't got that kind of time.
Wish I had more.
Right.
Because the credits that you need now.
Yeah.
You need TikTok followers now.
Yeah.
You need Instagram followers now.
But you own that shit too. You own your shit though too, though.
Yeah,
bro.
but here's the thing. The thing about comedy clubs now, the world that we're in, and we saw this coming with the pandemic.
Yeah.
Right? The thing about comedy clubs now, and I say it to every comic, only two types of comics get booked now.
Mm-hmm.
The comic that puts people in seats
Mm-hmm.
and the comic that bookers like to drink with. Those are the two comics that will, if you're one of those two types of comics, you will always get booked. Always. So if you could have followers on Instagram, you could have followers on TikTok, but if those followers don't translate to ticket sales, no one cares.
Right. You see a lot of that.
And that's the sad reality. There are guys who have 300K, 400K followers on TikTok.
Right.
But if those 300K ain't coming out to see you.
Right. Still gotta be fun. All this shit here.
Yeah. You could shake your ass, dance, do all the trends you want on TikTok.
Right.
If it doesn't lead to people going, I want to see that guy live,
Right.
no broker gives a shit about your Instagram or TikTok.
Right. What do you think has made you successful in being able to do both?
I was a comic before I was a social media guy.
Yeah.
I started when
What's your following at now, by the way?
I don't even use TikTok no more.
Yeah.
On Instagram, it's like almost at 200K.
Nice.
But I was.
Let me borrow 5.
I hope those 5 come see you.
Yeah, me too.
For me, I started. See, I was a DJ first.
Okay.
And I came.
I was just about to ask, who was Trixx before you were a comedian?
I was a DJ first.
Okay.
And I came up in the era.
What about your job?
No, my job was DJ.
DJ. You wasn't like a supervisor at Walmart or nothing?
No. I mean, obviously I had those jobs when I was like super young.
Yeah,
I never kept any of them.
Yeah.
I've done them all. Call centers.
Okay. You on the call center line? Now, that's funny.
No, that didn't last long at all. As soon as I heard one complaint, I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Don't complain to me because they added a quarter to your bill. I don't give a shit. I don't want to hear about this.
Right.
This is not for me. I hated having a boss.
Right.
I worked at water parks.
Water park. You can swim.
No.
Oh shit! We get
I
those
think-
concessions and shit.
I think I worked the water park job for like a week.
Gotcha.
I've had jobs, but
Yeah.
I hate having a boss.
Yeah. So DJing is what took off and allowed you to be independent. And stuff.
Started out as an MC, club MC.
Okay.
The guy who's on the mic, hyping everyone up. Parlayed that into DJing. But that era, there was no, I came up in the era where there was no Serato. There was no computer that would mix things for you.
Yeah.
I came up in the era where you showed up with crates of records.
Yeah.
And your brand, your logo, sold you. It wasn't about, there was no Instagram, there was no social media.
Right.
You had to hand out flyers in the cold to get people to come to your parties.
Yeah. No Canada gets
You had
cold
to, you
too.
had to pick up a phone and call people.
Yeah.
So I come from an era where what you were playing kept people on the dance floor. You had to know how to call audibles. You know what I mean? It wasn't bottle service or just play the hits and we're all here to look important. No, it was like your skills kept people on the dance floor. And you had to, and if you saw people kind of drifting off, you had to know what song to switch it back to get them to come right back. And club owners watch that. You know, so I came up in that, also in that era of comedy where funny was what got you on stage.
Right.
Your talent got you on stage. Didn't care about no followers.
Right.
So I was, and I'm lucky because I got to see a portion of that era. Now we're in the era of TikTok and social media stars.
Oh, yeah.
But I came up in the era of, yo, like you need to be funny.
So while you were DJing and you doing your thing, because DJs, I always kind of envy DJs, man. I was like, man, if I always feel like I could DJ, because y'all always seem like y'all got the coolest. Hey, y'all ready to have a good time? Y'all got the ladies, everybody making requests and shit. What made you decide I'm gonna do something else? Because DJs kind of live life. Where the comedy come in?
I've always wanted to be a comic.
Interesting.
Always. I used to watch Def Comedy Jams.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw Eddie Murphy, Delirious.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
And I sat there and I was like, yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
Def Comedy Jams, I used to watch like old school when
Martin
Martin was the host.
and all them. Bernie Mac.
Seen all those guys when they were younger. And I was
Yeah.
like, and I remember when Comic View came to
That
Canada.
was my shit.
'Cause
They
back
came
in
to
the day-
Canada?
Back in the day, we never had BET like you guys.
Right.
So our Def Jam,
Yeah.
we had to like wait for our friend to go visit cousins
Yeah.
in the States
Yeah.
and record them on a VHS
Wow.
and come back over the border.
What?
And then like they would show up at your house.
Y'all
like,
had
yo.
to smuggle?
Yeah, so we have like we were like, yo, did you get
Black
did you,
jokes?
did you record?
You got the stuff?
Yeah, and they would have a VHS or two
What?
VHSs of all Def Jam episodes.
Wow.
And we'd sit there and go like, this is the greatest thing. Because we didn't have nothing like that. in Canada.
Right.
And we'd sit there and be like, yo,
They
man,
deprived y'all.
it's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
So I was like, bro,
You knew it.
I want to do that.
So DJing, you're doing that. You're successful at that. Do you just say, "Hey, I'll try a mic," or how does that even transition?
I was afraid to do stand up. I'm not gonna lie. I was afraid because, you know, DJing's different. DJ, you can hide behind the music.
Of course.
You can hide behind the booth.
Right.
You can hide behind the mystique of the DJ.
Yeah.
But stand up, it's just you and the crowd.
Right.
It's just you and them. And you'll find out if you're funny or not.
So how'd you get your ass on the stage?
I was DJing
Yeah.
at a spot called Havana, and it turned to Flirt.
Okay.
Flirt Lounge. And that was a spot for us. And I was the resident DJ there. And this football player, he used to play for the CFL.
Okay.
His name was John Avery. And he was good.
Yeah.
U.S. cat. And he was super funny.
Yeah.
A lot of charisma. He used to talk about doing stand-up. And he used to talk about doing open mics. And he did it. And he used to come in there, man, yeah, I'm trying to be a comedian, blah, blah. And after we DJ, I would always crack jokes with the staff when we were going to get paid.
Yeah.
And I would make him laugh. He's like, dude, you gotta do stand-up, man.
Gotcha.
So one day I was like, you know what? Let me, I've always wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I'm getting older.
Yeah.
I was in my 20s at this time. I was like,
Yeah.
I should just do it.
Right.
Whatever happens, happens. And I was encouraged by the whole staff. And I remember, there was a line you called at Yuck Yucks in Canada. It was a line you called. And
Comedy hotline.
Yeah, so you call the line,
Okay.
leave your name and your number, and then you call the next day, the night of the show, before 3, you call, and then somebody just says the lineup.
Gotcha.
On an answer machine, you find out if you were on the lineup.
Gotcha.
It was just that simple.
It's a lot of anticipation.
First time I ever called, I got on the show.
Oh shit!
So all
what were they basing this off of? Just random people?
Yeah, because it's open mic.
Right. Okay.
So
Gotcha.
Call, and you hear your name, Charlie Wilson, Trixx, then in the lineup in order of when you're going up.
Gotcha.
And I remember I told everybody at Flirt Lounge, and they were like, "You doing stand up?" They all came.
Yeah.
I was terrified that night.
Yeah.
Because I was like, "This is it. This is it. If I suck here, then I'm not supposed to be a comedian."
Yeah.
That's classic comedians. Their first time, they act like their first performance is like the performance.
Right.
I walked in there, dude on stage is bombing. I was like, "Oh,
now
God."
you sweating like a stomach bubble.
All my friends are there.
Right, everybody, hey.
I'm like, "Oh Lord, what I get?" Because now there's no turning back now.
Yeah.
And the funny
about
thing
they ticket.
I didn't write nothing.
Damn.
I didn't write nothing. I'm like, this is gonna be sheer personality up there. I went up there, and I remember the act. Some dude read his jokes off of paper.
Mm-hmm.
He left the paper up there.
Yeah.
So I went up there and made fun of that dude. My whole set.
Yeah.
And people were dying. It was all off the top.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even, I was like a freestyle rapper.
Right,
I was up there killing.
Yeah.
And the mistake with that though, when you kill too early like that in your career,
you start to think.
You start thinking you're
I'm a
Richard
natural.
Pryor.
I got this. Yeah.
Like, all this time.
Yeah.
And I remember I was a gassed dude.
Yeah.
You
get humbled.
Yeah. Oh, I got my humble. I got my act right. Everybody gets act right in this game. And I remember, 4 or 5 weeks, I was like killing with random, just garbage, raw jokes.
Yeah.
And the humble came a month in. So everybody thought I was the guy. Yeah. So this one dude was like, "Yo, I'm putting on the show, and I want you to headline it." And I was like, "God damn right."
Say less, of course.
I need you to do 15 minutes.
Right.
And, to me, I was like, the funny thing is, when you're young in comedy, you think the longer you get, you're the man. Right. But you don't realize you need to have 15 minutes of material. Yeah. So I'm thinking 15 minutes on it? Pfft,
right.
Come on. So, I remember that show very well. And a drop-in came in. Like, one of Canada's big stars showed up. His name was Jerry D, big Canadian star. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's going to do time before you. And I was like, why?
Right.
I can't go after him.
Yeah.
I'm month in, bro.
Right.
Yeah, but if you could follow, people were gassing me. If you could follow this guy this early in your career, I mean, that's going to put you on another level. Not listen to that dumb shit. I watched this dude go up there and destroy. This is a veteran.
Right.
Murder. I'm talking, you ever see somebody murder?
Right.
And you're next, and you're like,
right. You're like, wow.
And you start pacing, classic pacing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. At our show, though, at our show, we see that all the time.
Oh, my God. And I'm like, now I know how to ride a wave. Yeah. So now that doesn't scare me. But come on, a kid who doesn't know nothing. Sure. So now everybody's like, Trixx is going up. Yeah. All my so-called million fans were like, yo, Trixx is going up. Yeah. This is the guy. And the guy who put on the show, this guy's talking about the worst thing that could ever happen. He's sitting in the audience with everybody. He brought everybody. Right. Yo, this guy I'm talking about. This guy right here. Yeah. Man.
And you know it in the first 10 seconds. You know it.
Humble ain't even the word, bro. Yeah. Like, it was the first joke. Crickets. Second joke. Crickets.
You're drowning.
This is how you know you're drowning when you bring your closer out. 3 minutes in, you're like, okay, let me bring the closer. Because
right. I didn't want to do it now.
Then the closer come out and that don't work. You're like, oh my God.
How much time I got left?
And this is what hurts the most. When the dude that was just bragging about you. Right. God, I don't know what's going on.
You see that happen and your soul breaks.
he gave me one of these.
Oh, snap.
And I'm just, I didn't even do the 15. Damn. I didn't even do the 15. I'm like, got off and, like, first of all, you're doing bad when they take you off early. When they're waving lights at you. Like, there's a club light and then there's 4 people with phones going like this. It ain't supposed to be 5 lights.
Right.
supposed to be
SOS your ass.
So they were like, get off. I did 8 minutes at it. Maybe 7, 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Shamefully walked off.
Yeah.
And the dude was hosting. He was like, yeah, I don't know what happened there. And I'm in the back, just everybody looking at me like,
right.
You know, and then you have that one dude. You had that one dude that low key was happy that happened to you.
Yeah, of course.
You know, you ever know there's always one comic that's happy that happened. And they come up, hey, what happened?
Yeah.
You're like, shut up, like you didn't see that shit. You know what happened. Leave me alone.
Right.
And I remember going home, deciding I didn't know if I wanted to do comedy again. Yeah, I had a couple of act rights.
Wow. So within that moment, you're kind of starting to do things. You had that opportunity. What was your biggest opportunity at that time? Was it a TV show? Was it a tour you got? You know, what was the opportunity that made you feel like, oh shit, this is some next level time? At what point in that? Because you've done great things.
I got on a television show called Video on Trial.
Okay. What the hell is that?
Video on Trial is a show where comics make fun of videos.
Okay.
Music videos. And I think there was a show like that in the States too.
Yeah.
Where it's just a panel of comics and there's a
few
video,
shows like that.
And and they just start trashing the video.
Right.
But that show was very popular in Toronto, Canada, but Toronto especially.
Gotcha.
And I was the token black guy on it.
Nice.
So I got on that show. Funny thing is, I got on that show before I was a comedian.
What? So hold on.
Which is weird.
So hold on. This was before you did all this shit?
So when I was a DJ, I got on the show.
Wow.
But once I became a comedian, the jokes were, they put me on more.
Interesting.
And I became the token black dude. So everywhere I went, everybody knew who I was because of that show.
Gotcha.
And that was monumental for us because I remember, you know how I knew we were stars?
Yeah.
Because it was on Much Music. Much Music is the Canadian version of MTV.
Gotcha.
And,
Much Music.
Much Music.
Okay.
Pretty much MTV.
Yeah.
And they had their music awards. And they invited us.
Okay.
The cast.
From the show. Yeah.
And they made us walk the red carpet.
Oh,
and
okay.
Bruh.
Yeah.
When you have people, oh my God, can you sign my
Oh, you feel like the man that day, right?
Bruh, I still got the picture.
What?
I remember I was like, okay, maybe I could get used to this.
A little overwhelming though, right?
A little bit because you're walking the red carpet and then you're seeing stars.
Yeah.
And they're looking at you as a star.
Right.
So I remember like, okay, I could get used to
this
lifestyle.
Got a little piece of the light.
It was good.
And then you start doing comedy.
Yeah, I was doing comedy. It wasn't hard to get people to come to shows either.
Yeah, you was already the man around town.
You know, Trixx from Video on Trial. They pitched it. I used to do mad colleges.
Gotcha.
Mad colleges. And I was a rock star, bro. Like just for that split second, I was a rock star. I remember one university called Brock University.
Yeah.
Frosh Week. You know when you go back to school?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is in the States, but in Canada it's called Frosh Week.
Okay.
When the students are going back to school.
Gotcha.
And they do a comedy show the first night of school. And you know, you got everybody goes to the show. And they were like, yo, Trixx from Video on Trial. And another one of the main dudes. Man, that lineup.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever saw a lineup of students like wrapped around the building.
Wow.
For us.
Right.
You know, we walked through, they brought us through the crowd to get to our dressing room. People were yelling.
Wow.
After I was looking around, I felt like
Chris Breezy out there.
Just a little Bieber, bro.
Little Bieber.
Just a little Bieber. I'm walking around. Oh my God, they're here.
Right.
And I was like, I could get used to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the show.
So you had the bug at that point. You was on and popping. So you became the man in Canada. You had your little thing. People knew where you were. What made you transition to I'm gonna leave this and go do some new shit in the States? Obviously, to make it and to have more opportunity. But a lot of people get comfortable right there within that. You know,
I wasn't the man in Canada. I wouldn't say that because there's so many dope comics in Canada
for sure
that were doing bigger things than I was.
Sure.
But what made me make the leap to the States was I knew this is where I had to be if I was going to go to any next type of level.
Were you nervous? Thinking that
moving to the States?
Yeah, because I mean, that material in Canada, we may not, it may not transcend as much. Or did you still just come here with confidence?
So I started touring in the States before I moved here.
Okay, gotcha.
It took me 2 years to learn Vegas, Vegas alone. Started joining.
Came here first.
I came here first.
Interesting.
I did like the World Series of Comedy.
Okay.
Certain festivals.
Yep.
And that opened the doors to playing clubs here. So I got to learn the club system in the States, and I got to refine my material before I moved here. I didn't move here without a plan. Like I said, let me work the States enough so I can have the material that's universal enough to come to the States.
Right.
And then I decided I wanted to live in Vegas.
A lot of comics aren't that strategic to kind of plan all of this kind of stuff out and do the work and do the groundwork.
Yeah, but I know how hard it was coming here.
Yeah.
When I first came here, I remember I did North Carolina. Was it Good Nights? I did well, but the material wasn't what it is now in terms of it being universal enough for everybody.
Right.
I wasn't doing African stuff.
Yeah.
I was doing what I thought would work.
Yeah, got you.
You know.
I think every comedian gets to that point where they tap into themselves. They tap into that other side. Because I think for a little bit, comedians do what they think is going to be funny. So that's why a lot of comics start to kind of have this little beat and pick up the same Kevin Hart, little antics and stuff as opposed to doing yourself.
Facebook jokes.
Yep.
I was doing whatever made people laugh. And until, you come here and you start being around other comics. Got to tour with OG comics. Got to share the stage with comics that I love.
Yeah. By the way, who? Like, what comics have you shared the stage with where you got a little nervous? Like, oh, shit, I'm looking forward to meeting this one.
Cedric the Entertainer.
Say it.
Tracy Morgan.
Oh, shit. Shout out to Tracy.
Michael Epps.
Yeah. Epps still moving.
Ari Spears. Who else? I've met Chappelle, never shared the stage with him.
Nice.
Man.
Yeah, I ran into Chappelle once in L.A., the Comedy Store.
I did.
Donnell Rollins did a birthday show.
I shared the stage with him.
Oh, Donnell, yeah, same. He was one of the first dudes I opened up for in New York, where I started comedy at. And I had a similar experience like you, where, you get to open up for this big show. Rip Michaels, Donnell Rollins.
I know Rip Michaels.
Yeah. So I get put on this show, and I'm new as hell. Charlie Wilson, I'm like,
Rip
I'm
Michaels?
Nobody. He's a
Wow.
beast. Yeah, he's a beast, bro.
Oh, he's a
But
killer.
I did okay. But I still got humbled because Donnell kills, Rip kills. This New York, I'm some new dude from Louisiana,
Watching Donnell. Here's the funny thing. I remember the first time I ever did New York, Cypher Sounds.
Oh, yeah.
When he used to be on Hot 97.
Yeah.
He used to do...
Didn't he host a comedy show or
he used
something
to
like
do
that?
a show called Don't Get Gassed.
Okay.
It was at a place called Comics in the meatpacking district of New
Oh,
York. And I remember being thrown on that show. And I met Patrice O'Neal that night.
Oh, shit.
And he sunned me.
Yeah.
I didn't really know who he was. I'm a kid from Canada.
Yeah.
So I'm in the green room, and he comes in. All the comics flock to him.
Yeah.
I remember Spank was there, one of the Plastic Cup Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's
Spanky
there.
Horn, yeah.
This guy's like, Patrice looks at me. He goes, you going on tonight?
Yeah.
I go, yeah. We from, man? Canada. Fuck Canada.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm just standing there like this. I'm just,
Yeah. I just have to take that, I guess.
Because you don't make no money there.
Yeah.
This is a big dude. This is a big dude that could barely fit in the chair.
Right.
You don't make no money there.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's right. I hate that he's right.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, man. And then he just starts going into this tangent about Canada. He goes, but you going on tonight, right?
Yeah.
Who's after this nigga? I was like, I'm just standing there like, who's this guy?
Yeah.
Who's after this dude? It was another comic. He said, you better be funny. You're going after Canada.
Yeah.
And that night I got a standing O.
Oh, shit. How dope was that?
I'll tell you.
Damn.
I get a standing O.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling myself.
Yeah.
But I'm still scared of this dude.
Yeah.
Other comic that he was talking to, bombs. Couldn't follow it. Then Patrice goes, and he gets a standing O.
Oh, shit.
And he comes up to me. This is the last thing he ever said to me. I never saw Patrice O'Neal again.
Yeah.
He goes, all right. I see you with your little standing O. I can't even get no love, bro.
Yeah.
I got a standing O in front of you. You just dissed me.
Right.
You told me to go kill, I kill. Like,
Yeah.
I see you with your little standing O.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
I'm gonna shake. He goes, I'm gonna shake your hand, but
Sound like him too,
he
but
goes, that don't mean I like you.
Yeah.
And then he walked away, and I never saw him again.
Damn.
And I was like, oh.
Legend for sure. Shout out.
Yeah, he's
Definitely
bro.
legend, man.
Watching that guy work,
Yeah.
sitting in the room
Yeah.
as a kid from Canada,
Yeah.
watching that guy
I could
destroy
imagine.
women.
Yeah.
I mean, destroy their
Oh, he don't
self-esteem.
give a fuck. Yeah, he don't give a
He
fuck.
destroyed their self-esteem for 30 minutes. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm like, if I had said half the things he said,
Yeah.
they would have hated me.
Yeah.
He's there ripping their souls
Yeah.
apart. by the end,
Yeah.
they're all clapping. They loved him. I was like,
there's such an art form to be able to do that.
I want to be like, who was that? Jeez.
Yeah, you know who else
masterful.
does that? Corey Holcomb. He will this
I love
joint. He
Holcomb.
don't give a fuck. He don't care. You gonna hear what you gonna
Abortion is good. He'll just come out and say
He'll
some
give a
crazy.
shit.
I love Corey Holcomb.
Yeah.
I never worked with him though. I never met him either. But
Gotcha.
He's a special one.
Yeah. So you got a chance to work with some pretty dope people. And what about like some of these TV credits? Because once you get one, you're gonna get another one. But has there been any TV credits that made you feel like, wow, this is dope. This is an accomplishment or something about
Kevin Hart's LOL network was probably the closest because it was part of Just for Laughs.
Okay.
So
how did that work?
You basically were at Just for Laughs.
Gotcha.
And they filmed your set for his. I
For
don't know what came of his network, but
Yeah.
Just Kevin Hart's name at the time attached to it. You're like,
For
oh
sure.
God. So
For sure.
that was cool.
Nice.
That was fun. But I don't have any TV credits like that. I don't have no Conan.
Yeah.
No late night credit. Not
Yeah.
yet. Soon.
Yeah.
I want a Netflix.
No,
Maybe Amazon Prime.
Hey, something like that. We're gonna get something popping up in this mug. We're gonna get something.
Laugh After Dark.
You know what I'm saying?
Laugh After Dark hurt my feelings.
How did you come to learn about Laugh After Dark anyway?
Well, it was a dark and stormy night. I don't remember. I was looking through Instagram. This is before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And you guys were doing your thing in LA.
Yeah.
And a couple, Jack Jr.
Oh, yeah.
and Big J
Yeah.
were doing tapings. And I was like, what is this Laugh After Dark? I can do Laugh After Dark.
Yeah.
And then, Jay did the classic comic thing. Oh, no, I'll put you, I'll put you in touch with him. Never did.
Right.
Then I saw you guys were coming to Vegas.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, Jay, they're coming to Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the pandemic, we have to do our taping here. I was like, okay, how do I get a taping?
Right.
And, Jay's like, just submit. And I'll never forget, you guys gave me a nice little slice of humble pie.
Ooh.
You guys were like, just submit.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's how Rob talks, but in my mind, that's how Rob talks.
Just a bit. It's on the website.
Just submit. And we'll look at your time.
Oh, it sound Beverly Hills.
If you're a tiny piece of wedding, I'll contact Kelsey, and Kelsey will contact Charlie.
Yeah.
And we'll see for you.
Yeah.
And I remember I got a date from you guys, and
To do a live show.
To do a live show.
Yeah.
We're just gonna see what you're about.
Yeah.
We'll just give you a 10-minute. It's not a taping. You're not worthy of that yet.
Yeah.
We're just gonna give you a little 10 minutes, and you're okay.
Why you sound like a black ass Simon Cowell?
That's Rob
like
to
a
me.
Jamaican Simon Cowell. So.
When I first met Rob, I was like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Who are you?"
How do you do?
Oh, you're Charlie's friend.
That's funny.
Can you please take the comedian to the dressing room and take him to Charlie?
Dope.
And never touch me. Never touch me without me touching first. Kelsey!
Pleasure.
Kelsey, one of Charlie's friends is here. Kelsey came on. Hello. Is this one of Charlie's friends? It must be really good for Charlie to consider you a friend.
That's funny. That's funny, man.
And then I performed, and then the black came out. When I finished,
Good shit, nigga. Good shit.
I was like, what happened to your British accent? How you know that? Come on, man. I didn't know who you was. I know who you are now, man.
Right.
I'm just
That's
joking.
dope.
No. Kelsey Rob has always been good people. I'm fine.
Love. So you performed all over the place. How, what was the different experience? I always like to ask, how was the experience coming in the Laugh After Dark? Because it's not a comedy club, and a lot of people don't know what to expect. What was your, kind of take on that and come and hit the stage?
Your show's a night out.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing.
Definitely.
It's a night out. Even when I'm not performing, I want to hang out there. It's got a vibe to it. The band.
Free my funk.
Kelsey and Rob kind of created this environment where you guys don't sun comics. You welcome comics to be in the back of the room by the bar, watch our friends. You guys could easily have been assholes and been like, excuse me, are you on the show?
Right.
Okay, you can't be in here. Kind of a theater thing. But you don't, it's in a theater, but you don't create that theater vibe.
Yeah.
It feels like you're in a comedy club, but it's not a comedy club.
Yeah.
It feels like it's a dope hangout spot.
Yeah.
Get dressed up, get a few drinks, have some jokes, listen to good music, all compacted in one night.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
That's what I like about Laugh After Dark. It's a vibe. It's cool being like at a show.
Oh, you got in the intro trailer too. on that part. You wearing the
chain.
chain. Shout out to that. You know what I'm saying?
It's really cool listening to comments go. I go like on Saturday. I'm like, what are you doing tonight? Yeah. And they'll be like, yeah, I might go by Laugh After Dark. Just hang out.
Yeah.
And I think that's dope that you guys created that like a Saturday night spot. For comics to go see that and be like, you know what? I want to be on that stage so bad.
Yeah.
It's a great stage.
Yeah, my DM's full. This has got to be just all the,
I wouldn't want to be
baddie chicks. It's crazy.
I wouldn't want to be you.
Bro.
At all.
It's insane. Then, hey, what's up, bro?
See,
what up,
you're
man?
nice. I'm not nice. I'm a mean guy. I'm like, listen, I have no problem being like, listen, bro.
Right.
Yeah, you're not. I can't have you on the show.
Right.
I would be the British dude. I would be Rob's. Hello, who are you?
Nice to meet you. Yeah, no, it's all on me.
What's your name? I don't like that name. I don't think we'll have you on the show. Come back with a better name.
It's been crazy, but we've been fortunate that the Vegas community has kind of embraced what we've been doing, and the locals have been coming out, the comedians have been respecting what we're doing.
Because your show, because it's a good show.
Yeah.
It's not an open mic.
Yeah.
And it's not, like you have to earn a spot on that show.
Yeah.
And once you're performing Saturday night in Vegas, in a venue like that, in that kind of caliber show, it means something to us.
Yeah.
It's a dope vibe.
Oh, for sure.
And I love that you got the audience. The clientele is dope too.
Yeah.
There's no riffraff in the audience. It's like people feel like they got their money's worth. They came out, they're being introduced to comics, which is dope. What I love about Laugh After Dark the most is y'all don't rely on big names to pack your rooms.
Yeah.
Like it's not like, come see Dave Chappelle and these other motherfuckers. Like, you know what I mean? It's
come see a good show.
The lineup almost doesn't matter.
Right.
People are in love with the brand. And I've always respected that. Once you can create that where it's not reliant on the names of the comics,
right.
You got something dope on your hands.
Right.
And that's what I respect about I still respect about Laugh After Dark. But I respect you more if you guys give me a taping. I'm tired of begging.
We working on it, man.
I'm tired of begging.
Working on it.
I don't know what I gotta do. Okay. Do I have to intern? I'll intern.
All right, cool.
I'll be like the little white boy right there.
Get the wires. Get these wires together. You know what I'm saying?
Is he a
we got interns now. No, we got interns now.
You're
man.
not a comic? I'm like, I feel the comics do that shit.
Be helping out and shit.
I'll clean the camera lens if it means 5 minutes one day.
Right.
The shit comics do.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
I'll clean your toilets if it means 5 minutes one day.
We'll do it, man.
Come on, look at the store. That's all comics who work there.
Yeah.
The whole staff is comics.
They support the whole club.
All for that 5 minutes they want. Just that 5 minutes of stage time.
Yeah.
The shit we do for this shit, bro.
What kind of turbulences have you ever thought about like stopping and quitting? Have a lot of comments like, I almost gave up this year, I gave up that, or have you always just been like resilient and I got this? Or have there been any moments that made you like?
Of course. There's always I've had a couple of moments. I had one really dark moment in my life where I was like, you know what? It's over. But dark moments always show you three things. One, who you are as a person. And that could be scary for some people because nobody likes to truly look at themselves.
Yeah.
Two, who was really in your corner.
Facts.
Like who was really in your corner.
Yeah.
And three, those people that were in your corner were some of the people that you took for granted, which sucks. So
message.
I find that turbulence only adds to the journey. It makes the journey better. If you don't have a journey, then you don't have a story. If you don't have a story, then what are you really doing on stage, right? So I've had my moments.
Nice. So what's the end game? You want to just tour? You want to continue doing comedy and hitting stages, or do you have aspirations of doing more film? Or
you know what I want, bro?
What do you want to do? How do you want to spend your days, bro?
I would love to tour soft seat theaters. I wait for the day where a venue calls you and is like, yo, you got to add another show, man.
Oh, shit.
And shit sold out in 10
minutes. At a theater?
Yeah. That shit sold out in 10 minutes, man. We got to add another show.
That's when you're in your element, right?
I love that. I love that. I would love to be able to tour with my friends.
Yeah.
I want my team to be my friends.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I admire about Drake.
Yeah.
Is his team is his friends. People that the journey started with them. Right. And they climbed the ladder together, and now they're reaping the rewards. I would love that. I would love the people around me to be people who I came up with, whether friends, family, whoever. I would love my publicist, my manager, my road manager, my stylist.
Right.
my finance
All
manager,
the coming from within. Yeah.
all within.
Yeah. But again, it's a good community out here. When I see you out, when I see you socializing, you got a good circle, and you in the comics to go hang out. I've been invited to some of the get-togethers and stuff. So I think again, you got a solid, network of people that are all, seem to be pretty
keep your
focused.
circle small, man.
Yeah.
I would encourage that, and we all want to be everybody's friend, but I'm fortunate. I'm fortunate to have certain people in my circle, certain people that I can call friends.
Yeah.
That's cool. But I like people that encourage me.
Thanks.
I love being able to watch. I want to be able to watch my friend on stage, and like my boy Landry.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I watch him, I'm like, yeah, I gotta step my shit up.
Yeah.
And I love that encouragement.
Yeah.
I like seeing my friends win.
Yeah.
And I love being around people that motivate me to be better.
Yeah.
I don't care if I kill every show. I always go back home and I'm like, nah, I could have did something better.
Yeah.
I could have wrote something better. I could have been better. I'm always looking for ways to be better. So
facts.
I like being around people that encourage that.
Right.
Or motivate that.
Speaking of you're spending your time, you're busy on TikTok, busy on Instagram. You're on stage damn near every night. We live in the same, building or whatever.
Bro.
I see you all the time. If we cross paths, you on your way out.
I always feel bad too. 'Cause I'm like, I hope Charlie doesn't think that I don't want to talk to him.
We always on the move.
When I see you, my Uber's outside.
Yeah.
That's when I see you. It's never, I feel so bad. I'm like, trying to be like, hey, what up? Hey, okay, all right, Trixx.
On the move.
And I'm just like, man, I hope he doesn't think that,
No.
But
Never. I totally get it.
Busy's a good problem to have, dude.
But I wanted to say that, not to cut you off, but what do you like doing when you're not doing it? I see you always on the move. I saw you. But if you could have it your way, what would you like to do in your off time and your off days when you're not on stage?
Video games, man.
Video games. Okay. PS4 and some shit. Like what?
Best
PS5?
moments during the pandemic when it started, when I was living in Canada. I was living in Canada in the beginning of the pandemic.
Yeah.
I loved
Toronto.
Yeah, I was in Edmonton.
Okay.
I loved me, my boy Landry, his brother, a couple of friends, all online.
Nice. What game?
We were playing Division 2, which was
I don't know
ironically about a pandemic, which was hilarious. It was like we were playing what's happening.
Right.
But the jokes, the laughter, just the
brotherhood.
bond,
Yeah, the brotherhood.
the brotherhood online.
Yeah.
Just laughing, just having conversations.
Bro, that helped me out a lot too.
That got us through the pandemic.
Facts. I played with Big J, Irish J. We played Call of Duty.
Yeah, I'm not playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Irish, he plays with terrorists.
And Tony Baker, he had a big
No,
group
they're all
we would hop
terrorists.
on.
They're all terrorists.
Yeah.
I'm not playing with any of them because
Yo,
that's
it
not
was
fun.
serious. It was
No,
serious.
at least with us, it's fun. I don't like the game starting and then I die. Like, that's not fun. Okay, they're shooting you before you could even move the character.
Right.
No, these guys are assassins, and I'm not playing.
Yeah. It's serious business.
Yeah, see, that's ridiculous.
3 o'clock in the morning, still playing, still
I hate
laughing.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It's that and Halo have ended so many friendships. GoldenEye, all
GoldenEye
those
was
games
the shit.
ended friendships.
Yeah.
I like Division where we have to work together as a squadron for a common goal. None of this me against you shit. Stop that.
Yeah.
No, and then you're getting shot by 8-year-olds. I don't have time for this.
Right.
I like video games are supposed to be fun.
Right.
They're not supposed to be like I'm not supposed to turn off the computer or turn off the PS5 and want to strangle somebody.
Right.
You're not supposed to go to bed angry, Charlie.
Right. That's not what it's for.
Go to bed happy. So I play with my little clique.
What ensures you going to bed happy? Is it playing your game time or a good show?
Honestly,
What gets you to bed happy?
if I had a productive day, if I didn't do anything productive, if I go through my day and I say, if I didn't do something that should set me up to be better the next day, then I didn't do.
Feels like a wasted day.
I don't want to waste a day.
Yeah.
So video games is in there,
Yeah.
but I have to put out a reel.
Yeah.
Have to put out content. I have to, email, maybe even tweak a joke.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
in that day. I'm not saying I spend the whole day doing that, but if I don't do something that sets me up to be better tomorrow, then it was a waste of a day, and I hate wasting my days.
Yeah.
Video games comes when I'm done everything. Like when I'm like, okay, I think I did enough today.
Yeah.
Let me go shoot people.
Well, that's good, man. And I think, we shouldn't waste a day. We should always be maximizing our time, but I kind of have to be a little hard on myself sometimes too. And also allowing ourselves as comedians that give our lives, we give our time, we give so much of ourselves. We got to make sure we also can give a little bit to ourselves. So that's squeezing that time in the gym, squeezing that time to meditate, squeezing that time to pray. Do you do anything that helps you relax?
I admire you going to the gym because live right across the gym. I think I've been in there twice.
Yo, I waved at you. I'm on the Stairmaster. Trixx, I'm dying. Trixx.
I think I used the
Uber's
elliptical
outside
for 2 minutes. I do not go in the gym.
Yeah.
The gym is forbidden territory.
What do you do to relax? What do you do to
honestly
self-care, would you say?
A good movie.
Yeah.
I love a good movie, a dope television show.
Yeah.
Or,
what are you watching?
I just finished watching The Woman Across the Window from the Girl Across. Some long ass title.
Yeah, Netflix.
Yeah, it was an okay show.
Okay.
Obviously, I binged Cobra Kai in like 2 days.
Okay. I got to get back on that.
Ozark, just finished Ozark.
Got to catch the new season too.
It's
wild. It's wild. Oh shit. Okay.
Did you watch Ozark? Man.
Okay. Well, don't say nothing about
I'm not
Ozark.
ruin it for nobody, but they need to hurry up for part 2 of season 4. Hurry up.
Got you.
Shows like that. I love a good thriller.
Okay.
I love a good whodunit.
Gotcha.
Another thing that relaxes me movie-wise is movies that I've seen before.
Oh, yeah.
So there are certain movies that I love watching.
Yeah.
I love watching Porky's.
Oh, yeah. It's classic.
Porky's is... I don't care. It's old, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Just because there are movies that make me laugh.
Yeah.
And I feel like every day you should like have a nice good laugh.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you know that laugh where you're literally wiping water out your eyes?
Yeah.
I need that at least once a day.
Facts.
Porky's, bro.
Same.
Have you seen Porky's?
Nah, it's classic. I know the name. It's like I see like the band, I see the logo, but
Listen.
I don't think I've seen the movie.
Some good
Now I gotta go find
good
this
comedy
shit.
juices.
Yeah.
And you know, and other than that, like video games relaxes me too.
I know something else that relaxes you, makes you feel good. Because I like to consider myself being a foodie. So I know you like to eat too, you know what I'm saying? Right?
Listen.
We went out a couple times and had some food. What are some of your favorite cuisine? What you like to eat?
I love a good... Why do you think I'm in New Orleans every month?
Ah, that's right. You stay in New Orleans.
I'm actually considering getting a place there.
Yeah.
Because I'm there every month. I'm like, I might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Okay. Been watching that. Louisiana women to snatch you up down there too, bro. They cook for you.
I'm like, I have a crush on one.
Yeah.
She knows who she is. I'm not gonna mention her.
Okay, no names.
I'll mention it to you after. I'll show you. She's a comedian too.
Oh, shit.
And she's very funny too.
Oh.
But the way she talks, the way she tells stories. You know, I mean, you guys are Louisiana.
Yeah.
So you know how they tell stories.
Yeah.
Some of the most captivating storytellers I've ever heard.
Yeah.
But food there, listen, your charred oysters. Let me explain something. Where's the camera? Listen.
Yeah, right
Vegas.
There. Oh, no, that's your camera.
All
That's
you
your
little
camera.
high-end restaurants that
Yeah.
claim you're doing charred oysters. The audacity of you.
Yeah.
Okay? New Orleans set the bar way too high.
Wow.
Way too high. Once you've had charred oysters properly done, when you come back here, you're like, yeah, here's charred oysters. I'm like, that's not charred oysters. No, it's not. Don't do that. No, it's not.
Right.
It's New Orleans style. No, it's not.
Right.
Once you've had gumbo in New Orleans,
Yeah, man.
you're like, no.
The real andouille sausage out there.
Or they specialize.
Jambalaya, the po' boy, the beignets. I mean, there's so much.
Jambalaya, I don't eat anywhere else.
Yeah. Etouffee.
But
Yeah.
I went to Dookie Chase's restaurant.
I don't know that.
Dookie Chase is like a legend. That whole family is
Okay.
legendary. You know, okay, the woman, she passed away, but she's a legend. She's the one that slapped Obama's hand when Obama tried to put hot sauce in her gumbo. She's like, you don't need none of that in there.
I remember hearing about that.
The movie The Princess and the Frog, the Disney movie.
Okay, yeah.
Princess and the Frog, when she's learning the recipe from the old woman, that's the woman.
Okay.
Iconic woman.
Wow.
I went to her restaurant. Her family, it's all family run, family business. And as soon as you walk in there, you feel like you're at your auntie's house.
Wow.
Just the way they sit you down. Come over here, baby.
Yeah.
You just sit down. You just feel like a little kid, bro.
Yeah.
And like, what you want to drink?
That's the best part about Louisiana, man. You know, I'm from Louisiana originally, man.
Everywhere you go, every bar, everywhere you go, you feel like you're at your aunt's house.
Yeah.
Or you feel like you're at a relative's cookout.
Right.
Just even the open mics there, like the comics there.
It's all love.
I love New Orleans.
Yeah.
Just the vibe, the way people, you could meet a stranger and you just sit there taking the stories, laugh, joke around. That's how life should be.
Right.
So, man,
I was just about to ask, could you live anywhere else outside of Vegas? Would you move somewhere else?
New Orleans.
New Orleans, just like that.
New Orleans. I know they get hit with a lot of tropical storms and stuff.
That's when you come back to Vegas. You just got to be by coast.
Make sure you have 2 spots. When they say, when you know it's coming, like September, be in Vegas.
Right.
Come back to New Orleans October. But New Orleans is my favorite city in America.
Nice.
Hands down.
Nice. Bro, you've been focused, you've been driven. You do a lot of jokes about your dad. You know what I mean? So my question was, who inspires you? Who is it that motivates you to do all of this? Is there a correlation there?
Porn.
Okay. All right, you can do that
joking,
too.
Rob. You cut that out.
You can do that too. You can do that too.
Comedy led me to that. Oh, that's another story.
Yeah. Comedy led you to porn.
Bruh.
Talk to me. How does that go together?
And I'm not gonna tell the story.
No, we gotta talk about it now.
I'll give you the short version. Of it. It led to me meeting a couple of friends.
Okay.
That I film.
Okay.
But it's for a purpose. It's not just for my personal collection.
Sure.
It's,
they're professionals.
Yeah. So I kind of manage her OnlyFans.
Okay.
I'll show it to you after.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Just subscribe. Her page is great.
I need a free subscription.
and I produce content for her.
Okay.
But it's interesting because on my bucket list was to direct one porn scene.
Oh, shit.
That was a bucket list.
So you just scratch that shit off.
You know how nervous? You know how nerve-wracking that is?
It sounds like it.
So because how it happened, long story short, we met and we were talking and I joke around a lot. Like, so if you say, yo, man, I'm about to go meet up with this shorty, Trixx, I'll always be like, yo, man, if you need a cameraman, Charlie. I'm just joking.
Right.
I said that to her, and she's like, you're right, maybe you should. And I was like, what? Huh?
What?
And she was like, yeah, I think you should film this.
What?
And I was like, is this a joke? This is a mean joke. Don't do that.
Right.
Next thing you know.
You over there like.
The first time I was like, this is your moment. And then the first time I was like, oh, and I had to direct.
What?
And when you're in your daydreaming phase, where you're like, yeah, man, if I ever, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set it up like this here. And then when it comes, you're like,
right. Crickets.
Hug each other. I don't know what I said. I said some dumb shit.
What?
But
how do you just direct some shit with no direct experience?
Oh, now
what are you saying?
I'm Spike Lee. I'm like Spike Lee now. Listen, the lighting ain't perfect. Hey, turn the light down.
Yeah.
You should see me.
Arch your back. Go in there and shave one time.
What I need is your face tilted this way because the fans gonna direct their attention. I'm like a soldier now, bro. I am the Martin Scorsese.
Wow. Quentin Tarantino of the porn industry. Right?
Nah, there ain't no blood in there. Quentin Tarantino.
Not that kind.
All right. After you give him some head,
you see some choking.
Shoot the bitch. Shoot her in the head. Let the blood fly all over the screen. That's Quentin Tarantino. I'm not Quentin Tarantino.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. And then a moose gonna come in, and there's gonna be dialogue for 20 minutes. Okay? No, nothing. Just I want you to stand in front of each other naked, and there's a dialogue for 20 seconds. The moose is in there for artistic effect.
Yeah. So after the first one, she was like, "Why don't you come back,
bro? I'm good now."
Wow.
I even have a porn director name.
What? What's the porn director name? Lay it up there.
It's Joseph Spreadham.
What? Joseph Spreadham. Oh shit, that's tight. Joseph Spreadham.
My mom ain't gonna see this, right?
She might. Hey, mama.
I told my mom.
Yeah,
my mom sneaks in the show.
Spreadham.
I told my mom, if you ever come to a comedy show, man, don't tell me.
Right.
Because I'm not censoring myself.
Right.
My mom sat in the audience one time. Why do you say all those things? I'm like, no, told you. I warned you.
Right.
And I'm gonna talk about you too. Because you hit me when I was a kid. I told you, revenge.
A lot of your material comes from your family. Mm-hmm. Did you start using it early on, or did it take you a minute to start using family?
OG comic was like, one time I did my dad in an act.
Yeah.
And he was like, forget all that other shit you were doing. You should do more of that.
Yeah.
OG said that. And when OG talks, you listen.
Yeah.
You won't get it at first. He's like, and he did it like, like almost like a Jedi master.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that Facebook shit, dating, all that shit ain't funny.
Yeah.
Fuck all that shit. That shit about your pops.
Yeah.
Do that shit.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, next set, I challenge you to do the whole set about your father.
Man.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Didn't listen to him for a year.
Wow.
Then when I started doing it, he saw me again. What I tell you.
Yeah.
What I tell you. See, that's the shit.
Them OGs always have a way. They be so spot on with this shit.
He was like, that's the shit that's going to break you. He go, I bet you that shit break you.
Yeah.
I bet you if you ever get a television show, it's going to be because of that material. Because that's the realest version of you. Nice. When learning about you, that's your pops.
Nice.
I want to hear about your take on Tinder. I don't give a fuck about Tinder.
Do you feel like your parents are proud of you now?
My mom is, yeah.
Mom is, yeah.
My dad's never seen a show.
Wow. Never
but
seen
my mom, yeah. My mom's like, I didn't know I didn't know you had all of these fans.
Yeah.
You know, my mom thought, you know, obviously when you have African parents, they want you to be a doctor, lawyer.
Of course. Where are the benefits? Yeah, no benefits. Yeah.
Can you clean your teeth from coming in? Can you got dental? No, but now my mom sits in a show. Everybody's there for me. She's like, I didn't know you had so many fans. That's my son.
Yeah.
She's proud.
Problem. My dad came to one of my first shows. I had to go to Shreveport, Louisiana, and do a show, but he came out there for the first time. Yeah,
What did he say to you?
It was crazy. It
What
was
did he
his
say to
first time seeing it. People coming out for me. He was proud. But I don't think he was as proud then as he is now that he follows my Instagram.
Well, you're on TV
now he follows
now.
my Facebook. Now he sees it all happening.
I'm telling you, that's what parents are funny because parents are tripping. When you're first doing, when you're at your open mic stage, parents are like, "This is some bullshit. What kind of nonsense is this, man? Why don't you be a doctor?"
Right.
As soon as they see you made it or you're doing something good,
Yeah.
nah, that's my boy.
Yeah, they talk about you at the cleaners now. Yeah.
But that's what isn't that your MO of parents? They just want something they can show off to their friends about you. About.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Right.
They can't brag about a failed comedian. They can only brag about a star. So
Shit ain't easy. The shit ain't for the weak, man.
it's not.
Any advice you give to a comic who is just getting started or, you know, ready to make this career change themselves and trying to
Don't change your career.
stay where you at?
Don't give in your notice at your job.
Yeah, it's a marathon.
No, honestly, I say this to every comic. I say what a comic told me. A comic told me that you're not gonna get famous tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You need to understand that. If you're coming into comedy, you're not gonna get famous tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So while you're doing it, have fun.
Yeah.
Like enjoy it. Embrace all the highs and lows, but enjoy it. Have fun.
Right.
Don't buy into this whole comedy's not a team sport. It can be. Look at Adam Sandler.
That's
Look at his squad. Look at
Right.
Seth Rogen and his squad.
Yeah.
It can be a team sport,
Yeah.
but have fun. Enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah.
Enjoy the process. Enjoy writing jokes. Enjoy failing,
Yeah.
and then going back home and reworking jokes. Enjoy hanging out with comics. Enjoy going to mics, meeting new comics, and getting on different stages. Enjoy going to different cities.
Yeah.
Enjoy all of that.
Enjoy the ride.
Because you don't know, come on, let's be honest. How many people really make it?
Right. Very
You may
small
not.
percentage. Right.
You got to understand this. You're in a business where the odds of not making it are way more than making it.
Right.
So while you're doing it, just have fun.
Right.
So if you get booked on a Laugh After Dark, enjoy that shit. Enjoy that stage.
Right.
Or any stage for that matter.
Yeah.
But have fun. Do not come into this business like it's do or die, like you have to make it or that's it.
Right.
Yeah, have fun.
Okay. Man, in conclusion, I got to ask you two good questions. Celebrity crush,
Ooh.
dream car.
Celebrity crush, dream car?
Mm-hmm.
Dream car? I'm not really a cars guy, so give me an Audi and I'll be like, well, I made it.
Going with the
Give
Audi,
me
you
an
Gucci.
Audi. Yeah, my dream car would be an Audi.
I can see with Audi. Blacked
Brand new
out,
Audi,
you know what I'm saying?
a black, brand new Audi,
Yeah.
leather interior.
Yeah.
Audi.
Nice.
Celebrity crush.
Mhm.
A few. You only get one?
You only get one. Nah, you can drop a few.
Christina Milian.
Yeah, she's bad. Always been.
Christina Milian.
Got the pretty eyes. Yeah.
She responded to me on Instagram,
Oh!
and I damn near, like I took a shower.
Yeah.
Like,
Nice.
She's my celebrity crush.
Dope, man. All right, man. So I'm glad we got a chance to kind of sit down, man. I know you
appreciate
probably got a show tonight, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, always
It's
busy.
called Don't Tell. So
See
I
that?
won't.
All busy. So yeah, definitely. Please let the people know where they can follow, because there's too many shows to be announced. But if you're gonna got any shows upcoming, and of course where they can follow you at.
Follow me on Instagram at Comedian Trixx, 2 X's. Comedian Trixx. Follow me at just Trixx on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm always posting dates, going to different cities. I got coming up? Tampa coming up.
Nice.
Phoenix coming up.
Nice.
Minnesota's coming up.
Popping.
Got some dates in Canada. I'm bringing the homie Carlos.
Nice.
He's going to do Vancouver with me.
Oh, that's popping.
Bringing Liz to Edmonton with me.
Shout out to Liz,
Calgary.
though. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's dope, man. I see you pull a lot of people kind of, that's within your circle kind of out and about to some of these
I
different
got
rooms
Jimmy
and stuff, too.
McMurrin coming on. Him and Byron coming up. they're coming with me to Plano, Texas.
That's my old neighborhood.
I believe in that because
Yeah.
I know how hard it was for me to get on or get in certain clubs. So a lot of the OGs didn't take me on the road. So if I'm in a position to bring people on the road, I'd rather it be my people's. It makes for a better weekend.
Love it.
Yeah.
Dope comic, good person. Y'all seen it here, ladies and gentlemen. We got comedian Trixx in the building. Y'all make sure y'all follow him, man, for all his upcoming shows, man. So glad you came out, famo. And I've been your boy, Charlie Wilson TV. It's been another episode of Do Tell with Laugh After Dark. Until next time, we out.
Who are you?
Who are you? Did you like that? Come on, man. That was a good-ass episode, man. Look, I don't want you to miss out on the next one. Take a quick minute, hit the subscribe button down below. That way you can get a notification. And you don't want to miss out? You don't want to miss out? I'm looking out for you. I'll see you guys on the next episode.